G. But where do the screenshots get saved? There are different shortcuts. There's a taunt button. Okay. Reset camera. That's all good stuff to know. Animal instincts. So we do get a chocobo at some point. Auto mode. Okay, so that is the screenshot button. Sorry, texting the cousin. Hello. Okay, is it working this time? I'm serious, I was not gonna keep streaming this if you hadn't said what you said in Discord. Like, seriously, I was so mad. Can chat and see me. Okay, good. I'm staring at the Discord notification, so if something goes wrong this time, I'm gonna see it. Eventually, one of us is going to pass the other by a significant amount.
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
They'll fall like all the rest.
He wasn't done.
Stay down.
welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it
How
goes.
is the audio? Before I go any further, I just want to quickly check that. I can turn it up a bit if I have to. Feels good. Can hear you in the game. Can you hear the game well, though? I was a bit concerned about the VOD audio.
Here.
I've got an idea hatching. Because pretty soon, YouTube's going to allow for longer shorts. Snuck in.
No
Why are
sign
we
of the
sneaking?
royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good
How do we know what
question.
he looks like?
Shout.
Subtle.
What are you saying, Torgal?
I don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, that's... Your first concern is how am I going to tell you if I find him instead of what's the dude look like?
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
Stealth mission? Because I'm not in the sneaking mood right about now.
That sounds like a child. It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to
Forgot that
find
there's
them
no
and make sure
running
they're
in this
safe.
game.
Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Hold on. Gotta fix that really quick. Oh wait, my sword. Do I have a working sword? Yeah, this'll do. No more stalling, we're off. And are you sure it's not too bright? Or not too dark, I mean?
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking,
That's what the game did when I played it. Okay.
About time.
Stand back.
thunder on a wooden door?
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive.
Reinforcements. Oh, we got a bit of a frame rate issue. Hold on. Something is open that probably shouldn't be. Yep, couple of things. Yeah, I noticed that there are certain areas and spots where the game is just like, you know what, we're just gonna reduce the frame rate by some. And then it goes right back to being smooth. But I can't complain too much.
Not yet, my lady, but we have the dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
What do we have here? Oh, 1v1?
Boo.
Good old Lady of the Wind Garuda. Oh, she's just transforming on us? Oh.
Where did...
Wait. They can do that?
Dance,
The daughters, Charada and
This means what I think it does. Sid has some explaining to do.
oh boy. Okay. She's got 2 of these, though.
Not this time. Not this time.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm not getting very many perfect dodges, but that's okay. I can be fancy later.
Better be on your way, Sid.
Yeah, I don't imagine I'm going to get a whole lot of parries, but I'm gonna try. Honestly, I don't quite understand how the parry system works other than attack as you're getting attacked. Oh. I didn't realize that she was that close to being killed. Way to go, me. Cleric's medallion, we're at sharp fame. Okay.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Lucas here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
Do they have a thing?
Sidolphus. Remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
I mean, probably the same reason Clive betrayed the Empire.
Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Middle on fight?
Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Uh-oh.
Oh, something is...
You flubbed that one up.
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
I thought for sure Clive was going to throw a tantrum, but we don't have that type of protagonist. Yeah, the cutscene's so...
So,
choppy.
It wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof.
I think I saw somewhere that there was a mod for increased frame rates on cutscenes, but
everyone with a brain, and then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sunders the deep. The skies over storm.
jeez, this is terrible.
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
Okay. So am I crazy? Maybe Clive definitely is the one who did it. He just had some weird POV to it, is what I'm thinking.
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. While Bahamut may lead 100 full legions, could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze?
Maybe it wasn't him?
Tell me,
We've got a hooded dude.
why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames.
Okay, I'm crazy. It wasn't
You
Clive.
do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
Weird.
Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands.
The hooded dude was there, yeah.
Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Hooded figures, or was it Clive? Clever of them to frame the story this way.
Clive. Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Can or
This is so bad. Hold on. Is there really nothing else I can do to increase some FF BI mods? I might have to do some on-the-fly modding. 60 FPS pre-rendered cutscenes. How do you install this? It's probably a gigantic mod. This is a fix that adds ultra-wide narrow support, uncapped frame rate in cutscenes, and lets you adjust gameplay field of view, and much more. Grab the latest. Extract the contents of the zip into the game folder. Alright, so we'll install this after this cutscene.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
So,
What
Phoenix is dead. Ramu,
Excellent question, Gav.
Garuda,
You
Shiva.
will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Titan.
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men.
Trying to think of all of the Eidolons we're missing.
Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way.
Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
Comet, Ifrit, Leviathan.
All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, let's get some gameplay during the day, please.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
Agus sisters. Those Eidolons?
No.
Odin. Missing Odin? Dead of Night. Alright. Let's try and get some frame rate. New stock.
No, that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Okay. Yeah, let's try and get some frame rate. 17 GB download. Oh boy. Alright. Let's get the first mod installed. So I'm installing a mod called Final Fantasy 16 Fix. All of the contents of the zip go into the game's folder. Diablos and Carbuncle. I imagine Carbuncle's not going to be so much an Eidolon as much as it will be like a pet or like companion for a character. Could be wrong though. I can't imagine fighting a giant carbuncle or a carbuncle fighting a giant anything. That is installed. '60 FPS cutscenes is gonna take us a while. So maybe first what I'll do is I'll see about configuring this INI. It's HUD. True gameplay camera. Game window graphics. Motion blur. Set enable to true. In-game with custom values set below. Bear in mind that this frame rate value is applied prior to frame generation. It looks like it's already configured. Thing is, too, when you look at the world map, there's only 4 elements present, at least on the continent front. Earth, fire, wind, ice. Well, that can't mean too much because, again, we already know that Bahamut and Odin are in the game based off of the trailers. Because I don't think that this person that we're after right now is like the right person. So I'm trying to think of who they could be and how many other, like, what Eidolon could they have? Because we know that they're dominant, but we don't know what Eidolon they have. Let's see if this helps. Just trying to do a little bit of process of elimination so we can find out, like, alright, if this person isn't Ifrit, who could they be? And who else would that leave? Ooh, why does it look like... Does it look like, motion blur got turned back on? Did
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
sword I don't need. think I need any of this stuff, really. Except for the stone skin
Ah,
tonic.
yes.
Quentin, my good man, it seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic.
Frame rate looks better.
He knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't.
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is.
If we could do something during the day for once, that would be great.
You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
I didn't even see those stairs.
That a hanged man I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If
You're
you had
welcome.
done when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Gregor's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
He's Doom Train. Yo, if they had Doom Train in this game, I'll take back every negative. I have no...
Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah, if Doom Train's in this game, instant 10 out of 10. And if you get to suplex Doom Train, shit.
And that's all you can remember. Think hard.
That's the game of the decade right there.
Ah, Master Quentin took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid.
Ew.
Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
Surprised I went back to the hideout and there was a spoony bard.
So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp?
Because he has a companion.
Hold him back, and I reckon he has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
Please, so we can get some sunlight.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quinton. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
The following evening.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Sunlight is forbidden. Yeah. If they don't add Doom Train quickly to my field of view, I'm going to have another major complaint about this game.
Back to me, my darling. I can't bear another day without you.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care...
They really are going to make us do all of this at night.
Surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
Wrong way, friend. The village is behind you.
Boy, do I sure love not being able to see anything. That's my favorite. Can we at least have a torch?
What are the royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His
If it's
Majesty's cunning stunts.
that dark, you should turn up the gamma. I can see. It's just not. It's not pretty. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Right? Let's go. Oh. Picture mode, right? Okay, this is what the game looks like right now. I haven't messed with any settings. Okay. Saturation. Dang. Come on, Clive, show us those pearly blues, huh? Camera, wanna focus on Clive? Don't worry. Turn the blur down. Anyway. And now we're back to the game.
That's enough. Stay down.
I'll tell your lady. You try.
Alright.
Care Normans. Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
I bet that building in the distance would look a whole lot better if I could actually see it. Let's do it again. Right. Now, yes, it is pretty clear to see that there's a building there, but I mean, let's just a little bit of maybe a little bit of contrast. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. So now we go into our display settings and actually see if we can make it look like that. No, not really.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want?
Good question.
Why would
What's
you
in
risk
this
your
for you?
life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
I like this Sid guy. He could have been the protagonist. I think we've got one or two more revelations before Clive comes into his own as a character.
So, tell me about this Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made.
What does that mean?
Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey.
Hmm?
Here's me hoping for no stealth missions. They mentioned something interesting about the hideout. Maybe it'll be daytime here. Crafting recipes available.
And what do you want? Taking an interest, are you?
Wondering why such a comely, cultured lady would cast her lot with this rabble. Because she's got a special arrangement with the rabble rouser. That's why. I scratch Sid's back and he scratches mine. Use me old trading connections to bring in whatever him and his little band need, and they pay what I ask. He's given me a home here, far from the prying eyes of those who'd wish me ill, and there's no shortage of them, believe you me.
Off your trot, then.
Try and go a little bit further than that.
Well? What do you want? No scratches, all right? Anything else?
Let's check our gear. Just don't. I want to make sure that I don't accidentally equip something that's like automatic. What you call it?
Make it quick. What do you want?
Defense. Give me something with like
That it? Fine.
That's fine.
Do you think
Not
we should go
seeing
and help?
anything.
It sounds like Otto has everything under control. As always.
Isn't man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen. When I was very young,
And I lived beyond these shores. My father would read to me every night from the only book we had, The History of Valisthea by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by this realm and myth of magic, that when I was of age I enlisted as a deckhand on a merchant galley, that I might see it with my own eyes.
when I arrived,
What I found was a land of war and suffering, darkened by the blight and the evil in men's hearts. Still, I was determined to follow in the footsteps of Moss and record what I could, and so I did, in all manner of places and all manner of roles, until my aging legs could carry me no longer. Sid found me by the roadside, so to speak, and offered me a place here, where I might continue my studies, albeit without the wandering.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Comprehensive compendium
I don't
lore.
believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today?
I am going to go through this with a comb.
You are always welcome, Clive.
On my own time. Mention something about a bard. Figure the tavern would be where a bard would go. But it's just the music machine.
Where to next?
For now, we rest.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital.
Maybe you came back after. What happens next? I don't know. I walked past the bard. Okay. In the corner. Blind streamer moments. Oh.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end. Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
This reminds me of a character from another Final Fantasy game.
The retreat once time turned up.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Fat Chocobo is the name of the tavern. I was gonna say, there was the thing on my map that said Fat Chocobo. I love Fat Chocobos. Please don't make me do stealth. I'm not in the mood for stealth. To fight. That red dot next to the moon? That's Final Fantasy 14, baby. That was a line from 6. I think... Was it 6 or 4? Thanalan? Wait.
The Eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
Okay, good. Thank you.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto
This
tomorrow.
Benedicta girl is,
The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Sidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not. My liege. I serve you, and you alone.
Dang, girl, okay.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need.
She's way too desperate sounding.
Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
One of our sentries has failed to report, milady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there.
Certainly attracted to power. I mean, it seems that she'll, you know.
So you've come for me after all.
I don't know if I would call that an attraction and more of a convenient tool. I don't know. Nasty trollop. At least they used Garuda and not Shiva this time. Ugh. Shiva's not like that.
All clear.
Filthy harpy. Of course it makes sense. That's why I hate harpies. It's natural. Headwind.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Do that first. Next time, Clive. Do that first. You could have been doing this the whole time.
We should start with the dungeons. They may be holding the bearers there.
Sound plan. As long as we keep ourselves on this side of the bars.
In here.
give up?
It?
Sid, this gate.
Need some help.
How are we going to get past this gate? Oh.
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting.
True. I forgot that we had to. I didn't think that we'd have to do this multiple times.
Your leisure, Clive.
Did you hear that?
I just got a ping. Okay, it's from somebody else.
Unfortunately, yes.
I made the mistake of alt-tabbing, thinking that there was an issue, but there's not. No. We good, we good.
Good news, lads.
Your search is over.
Doesn't like it at all. I gotta stop doing it.
It's over.
Infamous Square Enix port. Hold on.
So,
Good.
where to next?
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Take your pick.
Horrible? This isn't really a door, but...
How about a window?
Bloody show off. Well, we found the Imperial garrison. Right where the Royalists left.
But Torgal says to go that way, but just in case there are, like, items or secrets and stuff. Oops. I'm not gonna feel bad about this because
That's enough.
when you get to a new area, you just want to explore it. I don't know what to tell him. If you don't stop me, I'm going to go off on my own. Whoops.
That's enough.
They hide.
It's over. Stay down.
Just taking care of potential future problems, or I'm just clearing out. Maybe I want this fort. They're occupying it means that I can't occupy it, and that troubles me. A little on the rundown side now that I look at it, though. I'm in a circle. Dorgle, where am I going? It's a fixer-upper, true. But when I hear fixer-upper, I hear investment. Really did go in a circle. What the? Now it's back?
Welcome back.
Another ninja?
Oh, I'm not staying.
Oop. Ooh, that was close. Oh, looks like I'm not that bad at parrying after all. Neat.
Never were one for half measures, were you, Benedicta? These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
Equipment. There she is.
All this bloody running. After them.
It's a trap. Attacking an opponent from the front while it's guarding will deal no damage. Circle to the rear, pierce defenses. Breaking through. Certain abilities such as Burning Blade and Charged Magic, as well as iconic abilities, can instantly break an opponent's guard, even when delivered from the front.
Seems they were expecting.
You don't say.
It's over.
Punished. That's a lot of enemies.
It's over. You lose.
Are you at least good at perfect parry or perfect dodging? Yes. Enemies, let's do it. Can't have mages. Dodging you can do well. Good, good. These guys got cleared out pretty handily.
The only way is through the chapel.
Then Great Grieger must have plans for us.
I like how I haven't had to use a single potion. During this little raid of ours. Somebody please turn on a light.
What the hell happened here? Little late for prayer, isn't it?
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god? I was waiting for you.
Not for too long, I hope. All this for a midnight chat. Well, let's chat then. Where are the men and women you took from Lost Wing?
You mean where's the dominant? Waleed shall be requiring his services indefinitely. Come back, to me, Sidolphus. I need you. Think of all the things we can create together. The world that we can build.
You need me? Your king needs me. I'm all for building a new world, just not his. That bastard's dreams are as twisted as his promises are false, and I want no part of them.
King Barnabas saved you, and this is how you speak of him. Have you no shred of loyalty?
Clearly not.
What? To a leader who'd use me? Like he uses you?
You know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
You're right. I don't know who you are anymore. Or what you want. I only know what you used to say. That you were tired of running. That you just wanted to be free. Free of it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed? What made you think you had to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted?
Sacrifice. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's no shame,
you know.
then why do you feel so sorry for yourself?
A rousing speech, Lord Commander. I was a fool to believe you might have changed. The only person I feel sorry for is you!
Oh, he touched a nerve.
I can't do this anymore.
Uh-oh. You're gonna make her angry, Sid.
If you would stand between our leash and his dream, then you leave me no choice. Goodbye, Sidolphus.
Oh. They have a fair bit more power than I thought they did. I guess not every fight has to be like Titan and Shiva. This does not look very good. Uh-oh. That cutscene was missing some sound effects, wasn't it?
Finish them.
Well, Sid. At least it's not 3 against 1.
I don't know about this, Des. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't very fun to look at. That's unfortunate. I'm curious to know what happens, but not like this. There's really nothing else that I can do. I don't... see. Yeah, this isn't good. Not quite a Final Fantasy experience. As much as I'd love to play it, I might end up just having to watch a Let's Play or something just so I can actually see what's going on. Sucks. For a multitude of reasons. I mean, I don't have anything else to play. There's no reason for it to be running like this. My computer is fine. It doesn't. It doesn't. But at least now I know why sales of this game aren't very good.
The only way is through the chapel.
Then Great Grieger must have plans for us. What the hell?
Are you actually going to stream it, though? Nah, don't worry about it. You know, I care, but at this point, not enough.
Little late for prayer.
I mean, if you want to stream it, you can, but I'm...
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god?
I'm content with reading a TLDR.
Not for too long, I hope. All this for a midnight chat.
I downloaded 170 gigs, and this is the experience I get.
Where are the men and women you took
depressing.
from Lost Wing?
You mean where's the dominant? Well, you shall be requiring his services indefinitely. Come back to me, Sidolphus. I need you. Think of all the things we can create together. The world that we can build.
You need me. Your king needs me. I'm all for building a new world. Just not his. That bastard's dreams are as twisted as his promises are false. And I want no part of them.
King Barnabas saved you, and this is how you speak of him. Have you no shred of loyalty?
What? To a leader who'd use me? Like he uses you.
You know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
You're right. I don't know who you are anymore. Or what you want. I only know what you used to say. That you were tired of running. That you just wanted to be free. Free of it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed? What made you think you had to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted?
Sacrifice. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's no shame, then why do you feel so sorry for yourself?
A rousing speech, Lord Commander. I was a fool to believe you might have changed. The only person I feel sorry for is you!
Doesn't hit as hard the second time, not gonna lie.
If you would stand between our leash and his dream, then you leave me no choice. Goodbye, Sidolphus.
Stand back, Clive.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see if I could see it, you know, what it's supposed to look like, and that's not gonna happen. Alright. Alright, alright. That's enough of that. Let's go and see, is anyone doing anything? Not really. Alright. I'm going to call a stream. I don't know. I won't stream again until I have something to stream. So, I don't know when that's going to be.